it's just Safi here. I wanted to come on with another video, another lock video. You guys seem to be liking these, so I am coming on talking about locks and the things that I'm learning about locks, and I want to come on and give you some do's and don'ts when it comes to locks. Not only micro locks, sister locks, traditional locks, freeform locks, flat locks. There are some things that we do and we don't do. So let's get into it. Let's talk about the don'ts. Number one don't I will suggest for all of you with locks, especially in the beginning stages, is not to use heavy products. Creams, butters, any sort of gel, any of those types of products can really cause a lot of buildup and also can stunt the locking process because you're adding that moisture to the air. The hair has to be somewhat dry to be able to form and to be able to merge together and the hairs to lock together. So try to avoid, stay away from heavy creams and so on and so forth. Also, use oils, but use light oils. And the main way to do that is by spraying your hair with water first, as water is the first essential point of moisture. Once you do that, then you should be able to add your light oil. Make sure you're adding light oils onto your hair. And I usually just add just in the roots and around the perimeter, because that's where my hair tends to be the driest, is around the perimeter. So yes, and I want you to be able to use light oils. I cannot stress that enough. Do not use heavy castor oils and things like that, because those oils can also add unnecessary product buildup. Okay, next don't is retightening your hair or retwisting your hair too often. You should have a regular schedule, 4, 6, 8 weeks, depending on your hair type, depending on the kind of locks that you do. Me, I am every 4 weeks. The back sometimes is every 6, but I try to stick to that and that alone. I don't try to retighten too often because I can thin the lock out and the lock can just break. So you don't want to do that. And I want to make sure that I am taking care of my locks from the root all the way down. So I'm also making sure that I'm repairing holes in locks and doing whatever I can so that lock is stable. Okay, another don't. And I've seen this on a YouTube video and I have to speak on it. I have to speak on it. I have to speak on it. Glue. Now, please don't use glue on your strands. The main reason is because you are adding that chemical to your natural strand and you may be messing up your entire strand. You may be causing issues with your strands and you don't want to do that. So definitely do not, excuse all the noise outside, windows open, do not. The best thing is, if you are noticing any sort of areas, go in with a small, let me see if I can find it for you guys. A small, and go in and fix that hole. Don't add glue to it. Or if you're noticing your hair is getting thinner at the top, take it, twist it to the right, and go in and crochet. Do not use glue. Okay, next thing that I can tell you is a definite don't is try not to do too many updos. Too many updos is not good. I have my hair in this particular style, and basically it is I just braided it in sections and put it in a low bun. But I usually do not do a lot of these styles. I don't do them often, and if I do, I do them low bun. I don't do anything high over my head because I don't want to pull any of my locks, thin out any of my locks. So another don't, and this is to each his own, but I know for me and for my locks, we will not be braiding or adding hair over top of my locks. We're not braiding my locks. We're not doing that, because underneath that braid I could be weakening my lock, and as I take that braid out, my lock could come off with that, and I don't want that. So that's why I don't do that. Okay, let's go into do's. Now, do use water. And if you're going to use oil, do water, then oil. Another thing for your do is make sure that you are finding a great clarifying shampoo. And you need to wash your hair often. Every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, you should be washing your hair, whether you're braiding and banding or not. I'm at the point where I don't have to braid and band, but I definitely do wash my locks very often. Another do for your locks and for your hair is to bonnet your hair at night. Make sure you're wearing some sort of satin scarf, bonnet, you're sleeping on a satin pillowcase, so that you're not building up any sort of length. And if your locks are getting longer, try to avoid them rubbing against white fabrics with a lot of lint, and so forth. And also make sure that you are listening. If you're going to your loctician, listen to your loctician. Listen to what he or she is telling you. They know what they're talking about. Me personally, I don't go to one, but I do follow one who does give me advice, and I've listened to everything that she has told me to do, and that's why I see my locks have flourished. Yep. And that's all I really have for you right now. If you have any do's or don'ts, put them down below, and I will talk to you guys next time.